Hello and welcome to Cali Legends Media. Okay, so today I did a video on a cruise that I did through Fort Maravilla. So before I start that, I came on Streamline because I left a part out that I really wanted to cover. So let me do that now and then we'll get into the video. Okay, so Fort's one of the oldest Maravillas, for sure. Okay. Um, Now I had mentioned how Fort Maravilla used to be up higher up towards where the Pomona Freeway is, where Lotte is. That used to be Fort Maravilla. I think somebody from Lotte misunderstood me, and I think they understood that I was saying that that was Fort. No, it's Lotte now, but before Lotte it was Fort Maravilla. Ford was up there, and Mariana was up there on a loyal site. Okay, up by First Street. So through the building of the freeways and everything that I talked about in my other videos, both barrios have migrated down towards the Santa Ana freeways. And that's where we coexist now. They're on one side of Whittier Boulevard, we're on the other. Okay. Um, we've been bumping heads with Ford for some time now. For a while, there was peace, and then some things took place. And what can I say? You know, uh, stuff happens sometimes. But before we get into this video, I just wanted to mention this because I think it's interesting, and it's part of the history. Okay, not only of Maravilla, but part of the history of Fort Maravilla. Okay, now back in the late '60s, early '70s, there was a group of guys that called themselves Fort troublemakers. Okay, Lion, Yogi, also there was a good chunk of them. In fact, there's still some carvings in the alley. You know how like when the cement's wet and you write on the cement, uh, there's still some spots where it says Fort troublemakers. Well, Negro, he was from Fort Maravilla. Uh, Negro always dressed, you could tell, man, he dressed like old school gangster style, and especially back then. And he was always Bonnaroo, shirt buttoned up, all ironed up, creased up, his pantalones, his shoes. So the way he dressed, you know, uh, full-fledged cholo. And he hung around with this other vato. As a matter of fact, I think his name was Cholito, Cholo from Fort. And they were from Fort Maravilla, okay? I don't know what took place between the two, those guys and these guys, but the ones that were calling themselves the Ford troublemakers turned into Ford Maravilla also. Okay. I mentioned them in other videos. One of them's my primo and Danny Fofo. That was another one. Yogi, Lion. There was a bunch of them. I can't think of them right now due to a situation that happened, and my mind's like all over the place right now. But I wanted to get this video out and I wanted to get this in as part of the history. So now that whole entire barrio is Fort Maravilla. It's been like that for years and years. Okay. This Fort Troublemakers, this was, I'm telling you, early 70s. Okay. And I think most of those guys are have already left us. My primo also, he's still alive. But Danny Fofo, I know, Lion Yogi, then those guys I believe have been gone for a while now. Anyways, this video is just a cruise through their barrio, directly opposite of Mariana. The only thing that separates the two barrios is Whittier Boulevard, and you'll see that in the video. Okay, they have a very big barrio. Okay, so anyways, let's get into this video, and you guys enjoy the ride. Let me see. Sorry, people, but I'm just not real good at the at StreamYard.
So today we're going to take a little cruise through our neighboring neighborhood, Fort Maravilla. They have a big barrio. Got a nice sized territory. And it's one of the older Maravillas. In fact, it's one of the oldest. I did a video previously where I drove through Lote Maravilla, which was actually Fort Maravilla back in the days. During the time when Mariana was up by El Hoyo and Mariana was by El Hoyo, Fort was like just over a few blocks in the Lote area. Then it became Lote Maravilla. To give that truck time to get out of the way. So I'm down here, all the way down by the Santa Ana Freeway, right by Telegraph Road. But I just figure I'll come through the alley. I could have sworn there was a memorial somewhere right here. I'm not sure who the memorial was for, but I don't want to go any further down because that's already getting into Winter Gardens. This is Winter Gardens area right here. So I don't want to mislead anybody or take anybody down on a bad trip. They're going to be like, hey, fool, you're out there in Winter Gardens saying it was Ford. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but this is Winter Gardens right here. This is Winter Gardens School. Yeah, this right here is Winter Gardens. Ford starts up again over here by Olympic. But this is Fraser Maravilla, but it's heavily populated by Ford. Also, you know, they're going at it. This is Laverne. So this is a back callejon right here from Olympic Boulevard. The right side of Olympic Boulevard. But this is all heavily populated by Fort Maravilla too. It's their Varrio right here.
So I just want to mention real quick that I'm driving through the alley, okay? And I do that through a lot of this video. I'm either driving through the alley on Whittier Boulevard or Olympic or Atlantic, but I take the alleys because the streets they get crowded and stuff during the time when like right now. So I'm taking kind of like the back streets and the alleys and trying to get as much of the barrio as possible.
This right here is here, let me back up. I forgot what's the name of this hamburger stand. Alex's. It says Alex's right here. It's a little hamburger stand right here in the Varrio. Got some bomb food. Good prices and good food. Especially their breakfasts. Make bomb ass breakfasts there. I ran into a lot of autos from Fort there. So I just out of respect, I don't visit that place very often. You know, my Varrio and Fort Maravilla don't get along, to say the least. Been bumping heads for a very long time now. This was the memorial right here from one of the homies. I'm not sure what homie was rest in peace right here. They got his picture. Oh, it's for the homie Sporty. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they made that for the homie Sporty that passed away in the Lotte area. Then it became...
Yeah, that's right. It was that was for the homie Sporty, rest in peace. He was a good youngster, man. Terrible thing what happened with him. Yeah, it was all bad. All bad. I missed the video up when I clicked on it, but we're going to get back on track right here. Okay, what you're going to see right here, well, you're going to notice that the thumbnail has a different design, but when we go down this one alley, you're going to see that there's a hand that's throwing up an F, and then there's writing and stuff. That's the same alley that's in the thumbnail, but the writing's different. So at some point, like I say, almost every other day, the graffiti people, they come by and they cover all the graffiti, and then everybody goes back and does their thing. But anyways, the alley that they're going to show right now is the same alley that's on the thumbnail. I'm sure some of you will recognize it.
Piece right here. They got his picture. Oh, it's for the homie Sporty. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they made that for the homie Sporty that passed away. Last year they passed away. Oh damn. Motherfucking dead end. Yeah. Gotta get back out of here. That's a cool little alley. The way it ends like that, that'd be a good little kickback spot. You know what I mean? To be in the cut, The only bad thing is that the fences are real high. And if you're not prepared, it wouldn't be a good place to get caught in, So this is all their barrio right here. I know the homeboy Negro, rest in peace, used to live over here to the left, I believe. Well, I used to always run into him right there. Good homie. One of the OGs from their barrio. Spent time with him in the system. We also ran in the streets together and, you know, did other things, you know, we shouldn't have been doing together. So this is Whittier Boulevard. The other side of Whittier is Mariana. All this side's all Fort Maravilla though. They got a big ass neighborhood. So I'm on Whittier Boulevard right now. Federally. I actually had attempted to do a video before of their neighborhood, but I didn't do it after all because they had it all blasted up when I started to when I set out to do it, and when I finally did start going around and filming, I noticed that all the graffiti had been covered up, you know. So, damn, this wall right here got all kinds of articles on it.
Okay, so it wasn't until later that I noticed. If you take a look on that the black writing here, it says white fence, 13. And then you got the east side, Garrity Lomas. And the Maravilla Rifa, you got the Ford. Like I mentioned, a lot of barrios come through here. And, you know, when they pull into do their thing, they, you know, they see a barrio on the wall and they're going to try to, try to be on top. But anyways, in during the filming, I didn't see the white fence. Like I seen mostly scribbles. Anyways, let's go. Let's go.
Can't even read. Can't even really read half of them. I think I see Eastside Garrity Lomas, Maravilla Rifa, Ford Maravilla, a couple of times. Yeah. Well, you know, this being Whittier Boulevard, a lot of different people, you know, come cruising and shit. They pull over to take a piss or something, and they be disrespecting.
Okay, so if you see right there where it says silver, and then you have the record store, that's the silver dollar. That's there's a plaque on the wall. I believe this is a plaque right there. This is where Ruben Salazar was shot during the march. Okay, and it's now it used to be a bar, but it's a record store now. There's a couple of historical sites I missed them during the video, but I wanted to point them out. So hopefully we didn't pass any because I forgot about that too. That's why I put it on StreamYard so that I could mention these other sites. But come on, let's go. Let's continue here.
You know, be tagging their barrios and stuff, you know.
Bomb Tortas right there. You could hear me.
This is still
Good
all
store.
Maravilla right here. Yeah, you know they usually have all these walls.
Okay, so this was a theater. I don't know if you could see the arrow from my cursor, but the beige building close to the corner right here, the tall one, that was a theater. I believe that was a Garmart theater, if I'm not mistaken. And coming up, we're gonna see the Golden Gate Theater. And then as we turn the corner, there was a Jim's Burgers where their sign is a historical site. They could never take it down. It says CVS right now, but for that reason, that sign is still up. It's considered a historical site. But let's continue here. So this, I believe, this was the Garmart Theater right here.
All hit up, but probably the paint crew been by recently and covered it all up and stuff.
So that's a Golden Gate Theater.
Right here through the right.
Right here where I'm pulling in. That's an old Golden Gate.
Go down. This is where their Varrio ends right here. Oh yeah, they even see I painted all this too. This was all tagged up before too.
And the sign over to your left, where it says pharmacy and CVS and all, just underneath that used to be the hamburger stand, Jim's. But that sign there cannot be taken down. It's also included with the East Los Angeles historical sites.
I'm not gonna go down Atlantic. There's a lot of traffic. Just gonna turn one block in and we'll go down. We'll go down the Callejon right here. It's at Florencia. Yeah, all into the right side of the interior here. It's all their barrio. Fraser's barrio's in there too, though. That's one thing. I know Latin Kings came through here and they were claiming that this was their barrio. I don't know, man. I don't know where that came from. There goes a pinche frenos again. I got some hit up right here. So pretty much we circled through most of their barrio. I think there's still some dispute between Fraser and Ford. I don't know. I really don't keep up on the politics like that. You know, they don't concern me. But some people get confused from the writing. You know, sometimes it's not Ford Maravilla. Sometimes they write Fraser Maravilla. You know what I mean? You know, some people had asked me a lot of questions about Kern Maravilla. And recently, Ford started a clica que se llama Ford Maravilla Kern. I don't know what the C stands for, but I know the K's for Kern. I forgot what the C's for, but yeah. So I guess instead of them vatos just doing Kern Maravilla, they made it Ford Maravilla Kern Crazies, I think. I'm not sure. I can't co-sign that, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is, you know? So I'm gonna swing back up around. Then I'll be ending this video because we've pretty much been around the entire barrio. Kind of took you down different streets in different orders and stuff, you know. If you're not from around here, then probably you won't didn't recognize exactly where we were at all the time, but I know the homies from Ford, they'll recognize that I think I covered their barrio pretty good. Gave them some good recognition as to where they're
Okay, I wasn't going to stop the video at this point, but for those of you that know, okay, off to the right here, I think it's a tire shop now and a key shop, if I'm not mistaken, but that was Yoya's upholstery, and he used to upholster bombs. A lot of people know him. Excuse me. They used to come from all kinds of different cities and stuff, because he worked with mohair and you know, real fine materials for the bombs, you know, to make them original. And yeah, he was a cool vato. For those of you that know, you'll recognize his shop right now as we drive by. Let me get this screen big again so we could see. I believe it was right here in this little area right here. Okay, here we go.
how big their barrio is, how they're holding it down right here for Maravilla. I know Choppers, they be riding Choppers 12, a Sureño barrio. They be riding right here in their barrio, but these vatos pretty much stay on top of all that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. This is Cali Legends Media, and today we took the little cruise through Ford Maravilla, one of the oldest clicas from Maravilla, one of the oldest barrios. And hope you enjoyed the ride. Everybody take care. Keep your heads up. Stay free, people. Stay free. Stay out from behind them walls. And hope to see you on the next video. God bless you. God bless your families. And thank you for watching. Hope to see you on the next one.
All right. Well, that was it. It was long. That was a 30-minute video, the longest video I ever did. The reason why it was so long, it's a very, very big neighborhood. When I do my neighborhood, you're gonna see it's gonna probably be another half-hour one, if not just a little bit longer, because yeah, we have a vast territory. But anyways, I just wanted to take a little cruise through there and share my barrio, because I consider all Maravilla my barrio. This is where I grew up, and everybody from Maravilla, those are my brothers. You know, I know different barrios have pedo and all of that, but I've been around a lot of different homies from different barrios, from being busted and stuff. We've gone through different things together, and even in the streets, you know, like I mentioned Negro earlier. There's other homies too, Pollito, just different vatos that I have had the opportunity to meet, spend time with, have a good time with, or get in pedo together. Scooby, if you see this video, stay down on me. Lefty, they're from Fort. They were with me up in Ironwood. You vatos, take it easy if you see this video. Much respect, man, to everybody, man, from Maravilla. And from Southern Califas, Northern Califas, too. You know, I hope you enjoyed this video, and hope to see you on the next one.